A warm namaste and a big hello to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel and welcome to this particular session. This is a very important session, my dear friends. Whosoever can take from this session, you're going to take the biggest treasure today. It is very common on the internet to talk about twin flame problems, to talk about starseed problems, to talk about narcissistic abuse, to talk about narcissism based problems, to talk about how family members are non supportive in this journey, to talk about how someone has gone no contact or ghosted you, ill treated you. These are common problems, and we all talk about it. We are making sure we talk about it. It's an interesting process. I'm not saying it's a wrong process. Because there was a time where people were not even talking about these things. These things were not in lingo or not in common language or not even in common knowledge. No one knew about it. No one knew what is narcissism. Very few people knew the term narcissistic abuse. Very few people knew that there is a name or a label or a definition for people who are extremely selfish and at the same time extremely attached to the worldly world, the 3D world. Many people did not know terms like empaths or super empaths, or these terms have come recently, right? So there are always phases. Let's understand. There is a phase where people were not aware, they were not talking about certain subjects because they did not know what they're going through. Then comes a phase when you talk about it, you speak up, you say, okay, I have this problem. You basically name the demon. In exorcism movies, also, you see when they are trying to remove or release the demon from some possessed person's body, what do they say? Tell me your name. Even in healing and therapy, we work on those problems. So we tell people to label their problems, name their problems. What is their problem, right? So people start naming the problem, and they say that if you're able to name the devil or name the demon, whosoever has possessed this person, then we can easily take it out, right? But then, after the demon is gone, what is the guarantee that the demon will not come back? And this is the problem that most people on the twin flame journey face. They remove the demon, they work on themselves, the person comes back, whosoever they are working with at that time. There are different levels of twin flame relationship. I'm sure by now you all know that, and we don't even need to discuss it. Unless someone is a total beginner, then they will not be attracted to this channel. This channel is only for people who are in the final stages of the ascension journey. And final stages are starting from basically surrender. They end at runner chaser dynamic. So, all the people who are sick of the runner chaser dynamic or they are done with it, they've tried it a lot. So, all of you would know what I'm talking about, okay? So, you fix the problem, you work on it, you do inner work, you do meditation, you do yoga, you go out, you become a hippie, you travel alone, you make a vlog, you do all the things that you wanted to do. You show yourself self love, respect, you stay away from the people who are not treating you well, you go no contact on them, you are the one who goes them now. All of that you do, and things are okay, but the demon comes back, right? This is the problem that people face in runner chaser dynamic. And after a while of doing this runner chaser dynamic and understanding how illusionary these things are, how temporary these things are, that's when they look for meaning, that's when they look for surrender. That's when they surrender, not even look for surrender, they have to surrender, they get tired. So today I met a boy, okay? I was counseling this boy, and this boy was telling me, he said something very interesting actually. He said that I am tired of running. how much should I run and for how long should I run? He said, I cannot run anymore. I have to face it. I have to solve it. I have to do something about it. And guess what? There are no medicines for this problem. That much also this boy knew. So, very intelligent boy, I must say. Very intelligent, very pragmatic. And probably this boy has tried many things, nothing worked, and then somehow he found me and I found him. You can say both ways it works. So, when I was asking him these questions, I asked him, so what do you want to do now? Are you going to take the medicine that I'm going to give you, or you're going to doubt it, or you're going to praise it a lot? Like, there are two types of people. One is when you give them the medicine, they doubt it. They think it could be black magic, it could be some weird spell, or there are other doubts like it will not work. Just like so many other things, it will not work, so I'll not even try. Doubts like my family was not into this, how should I get into this? Some other doubts. The whole world is doing something else. What am I doing? So these doubts then become the runner chaser dynamic. So, runner chaser dynamic is a stage which never really ends. When it heals, then it turns into harmonization. That's how it works. You must be thinking, why am I talking about all this today? Like, what is the reason? The reason is very simple. The reason is love. The reason is love because now it's high time, I feel. Some things are going to happen very soon in this planet. All I'm going to say is you pray, you work on yourself. Just like how it happened in the lockdown phase. You all were fine, you all were working, you all were awakening. Similarly, now also, you all will be fine because you are working on yourself. But now is the time to do genuine, pure, kick ass inner work. Yes, you have done a lot of things, but they were preparing you. For example, you want to learn swimming. Okay? To learn swimming, your legs need to be very strong. Because most of the work that happens in swimming happens via leg work. Same thing happens in running. Any good exercise, dancing, it requires your legs to be very strong. If your legs are not strong, then things will not work out. Because the whole art depends on your legs, right? So initially when you start running or swimming or dancing, your legs hurt a lot. You have a lot of pain. If you are a person who is very determined, then you will enjoy this pain. It is called sweet pain. You enjoy this pain. But if you are not the types who can enjoy this type of pain, then you will quit and you will run away again. Right? Guys, please mark your attendance. It's a humble request of mine. I see people marking the attendance without even saying a word on other channels. Why only on this channel everybody is so not nice on this department? Why? Why we can't say hi, hello, we are here, I am here? Why not? Why I have to request it every time? If 1000 people are listening to a channeling or watching a channeling, why only 20 people mark attendance? Is it an ego thing? Is it an ego thing to say, yes, I'm listening or I'm here? Hey, what's up? What's up, everyone? How are you all doing? Isn't it a nice gesture to say hi to people? You know that this is such a niche journey. It is such a hard journey. So many people feel lonely. You don't want to show it to them that you are also doing the same work? Or you just want to silently listen in and then leave, then go away? Anyway, I can only say things. Whether you do it or not, that's up to you. And that's exactly what the point is of this particular session also. I will give you the medicine, I can tell you the secret, but it's totally up to you whether you do it or not. So, once a man goes to a doctor, very good doctor, okay? He has been trying to get an appointment from this doctor since a very long time. Finally, he got the appointment. He was so impressed by the doctor. Wow, what a doctor. What a genius. Famous doctor. Got so many prizes, awards. Look at his office. What a grand office. What a wonderful office. Blah, blah, blah. Finally, he meets the doctor. Doctor asks him, "Hey, you, what's up? What's your problem?" The man says, "Oh, I have this problem, that problem." He speaks about his problems. And the doctor says, "Well, there you go. This is the medicine. I'm going to write it down on a piece of paper. And you please eat this medicine once in the morning, once in the evening, and once in the afternoon. I'm going to give you medicine for three different times in one day." The man says, "Oh, wow. Thank you so much, doctor. I love you, doctor. You are such a genius. I've always been a fan of your work. I've read so much about you, doctor. Today, it's my great day that I met you." Then he goes home. He talks to all of his friends. "You know what? I met this doctor today, finally. And the doctor is a great doctor. You know what he did? He prescribed me a medicine." He's so impressed by the prescription that he photo frames the prescription. He looks at the prescription every day and he says, "One pill in the morning, one pill in the afternoon, one pill in the evening. What a great doctor, given me all these medicines." And not only that, he starts lighting incense in front of it. He even starts saging the prescription. And finally, he never gets better, obviously, because he's not eating the medicine. And he dies because of that problem. Okay. So, my dear friends, what I'm trying to tell you from this extremely sadistic story, the ending is very sadistic, is that the doctor can give you the medicine, but if you're not going to eat that medicine, if you're not going to try that medicine, the medicine will not work. It will not have an impact. And a lot of the content that has been shared to you, it is for very advanced souls. Literally. I know more and more people will resonate with it. I know that time will come too. Because we don't believe in advertising, marketing, PR. We don't have that much time or resources to make people come to us, because we believe in the content. We know whosoever will need the content, and we need high vibrational people. We don't want every Tom, Dick and Harry to also like this type of content or reach to this type of content. We want people who can understand the worlds, the different dimensions, what gods and goddesses stand for, what source means, what masters mean, what true love means. If true love is just about 3D union, then you will never get a twin flame union. You will never get that. But unfortunately, so many people are selling the 3D union. And I've been saying time and again that 3D union is not union, because many people are in 3D union and they are also suffering. They're also feeling the same thing. And then they start saying, "Oh, even this person is a karmic. Oh, this person is not my true love. I'm not happy with this person." So many people come to me and they tell me, "My partner is a karmic. My husband is a karmic. My wife is a karmic." They're not able to enjoy their marriage. They're not able to enjoy their time with the children. So what, your wife or husband is a karmic? What about the children? Have they made any mistake? Why should they suffer? And it is said that children bring maximum joy to a person. Obviously, someone like me, I also have many children, and they do bring a lot of joy in my life. That's why I know this. But a human child may not have given me that much joy, what an animal child is giving to me. So when you do proper inner work, whatever type of joy you deserve to get from the being that you love the most, you will get that. You will become a parent. Somehow, God will make you a parent, a mother, father, in twin flame journey, both. Because twin flame journey is about the coming together of masculine and feminine. Twin flame journey means a polarized divine masculine will come to polarized divine feminine. One day, when the time comes, this polarized divine masculine will have maximum love for polarized divine feminine, utmost honor, utmost gratitude. And he or she can only feel that when they do the inner work. If they don't do any inner work, they cannot feel it. And they will also only do inner work when you show it to them. How happy you are without them. For some of you who are in separation, just in case. I mean, for me, if I start talking about my personal experiences, they are very long. For that, you have to take personal sessions, and I will tell you about my personal experiences also if people are interested. This confidence that I am projecting right now, it doesn't come from saying whatever I feel like saying, It is real confidence, it is practical. I know from my experience that 3D union is not really the union. You know why? Because what is 3D after all? Just the physical. How can it be so enjoyable? But when you start manifesting the 5D union, then you actually start enjoying the real enjoyment. Just the way I was talking about the process of swimming and jogging and running. So initially what happens? Initially there is pain. The mighty ones, the courageous ones, the determined ones, the ones who can act with discernment, they continue. They go running every day, even if it pains. Because they say, if you run 1 kilometer on the first day, the next day you must run 2 kilometers. Because if you will not run at all, it will pain even more. So running the double amount helps you, or if it's not exactly double, like increase it a bit. So it's 1 kilometer, then run 1.5 kilometers. If you swim 1 hour a day and you've done like hardcore swimming exercise, then do next day 1.5 hours or 2 hours. That way you will become better and better, and your mastery will become better. One fine day you will become a professional, a pro at it. So then when you are doing this exercise, your calf muscles will become very strong, your feet will become very strong, your legs will become very strong. This is a great example actually, what I am telling you right now. Because in the twin flame ascension journey, people ignore exercise big time. When they are in the dark night of the soul, they are totally ignoring exercise or physical fitness. But they don't understand the value of physical fitness. When you are happy, you do physical exercise. If you are not happy, look at children. You cannot, you don't need to, you don't need to tell the children to do exercise or work out. All children are so fit, barring some exceptional cases, of course. Why? Because they are always doing something. They are jumping on the beds, they are running around in the house, they are running outside, they are in the park, they are doing hide and seek. Like they are giving that workout to their body without even you telling them to do so. And that's why their faces, their skin, they don't age. Children are so pure and they look so nice, right? When it comes to skin and texture. Why? Because they are giving that workout. And today, in today's world, we have something called baby face yoga. So when people do baby face yoga, they do all these activities that usually children do. And they intentionally do it, and that makes their skin turn into baby skin. That's what they believe in. And a lot of people who are basically instructors of baby face yoga, they're doing well. They don't do any face massage, they're not applying any oils. They just do some very quirky, funny things that kids do. Naturally kids do it. I actually just stumbled upon it and I was shocked. When I tried baby face yoga, for some time I did it. It was working wonders and it was so enjoyable. It was so positive and uplifting. I was like, wow, this is something I used to do as a kid. So that's why kids look like the way they look like and adults don't. Because adults don't do any of these fun things naturally. They don't jump on the bed. They don't even jump. Forget about jumping on the bed. I remember as a kid, we used to do so much skipping. Like, we used to all have our skipping ropes. We used to have badmintons, skipping ropes, bicycles. And it was so normal for children to do cycling or play on the skipping rope. But now, when an adult is doing it, they have to make so much effort to do it. So I hope some of you are understanding what I'm saying. If you are, then please say yes, no, something. Everybody is, I think, just listening to me today, or what? Because I can't see any comments. Guys, if you're awake, if you're present, if you're not getting bored, if I'm boring you guys a lot, please say yes, you're very boring, stop speaking. So I will stop speaking then. Yes? Okay, I am boring. Thank you so much for telling me that. What to do? I am so boring. Oh, I'm so boring. Oh God, why did you make me so boring? So, all these things that I'm talking about is basically trying to tell you that we all have an inner child. We all need to heal that inner child. And we as an adult, you as an adult, you are the healer of your inner child. So, a lot of activities maybe you cannot do now, but you want to heal, right? Now you want to touch the real joy, actual enjoyment. What is that? In the 5-dimensional reality, you manifest a lot of things, okay? And it is actually so cool. I'm just waiting for the time I start sharing those type of channelings and messages. Let's see who all resonate. I mean, when you're doing inner work of this nature, you actually look forward to sleeping. Whereas other people on the planet, they cannot sleep. They're so stressed out, they cannot sleep properly. But a person who's doing inner work, who's aligning with the chakras, not only they sleep easily, but they look forward to every night. Every night they know they're going into another world. They're entering into another world. And those who are very advanced in this state, this stage, this journey, those people know where the portals are. In their sleep, they can locate the portals. And from those portals, they transport themselves into different worlds. You must be thinking, what am I talking about? This is one of the things that people do who are in 5D union. But I know a lot of you are not even aware about it because you're so stuck. Some of you are so stuck in attracting a 3D union that you are actually missing out the greatest joys of this world. The greatest joy of being human. You know something? A lot of human beings actually are responsible for giving energy to gods and goddesses. And this is the reason why many people who don't work with or in tandem with gods and goddesses, they completely turn those humans into their own vessels because human beings are that powerful. With their deeds and with their karma and with their lifestyle, with their nature, behavior, they can actually pump in any energy to the gods and goddesses, to the world of gods and goddesses. So the reason why we have so many demonic activities on planet Earth right now is because we are not pumping in energy to the gods and goddesses anymore. We are pumping in energy to the opposite people, the other people, the reptilians, extraterrestrials. We have started working for them. And when I say we, I mean human beings, don't take it personally. Okay. So, moving on. Today I'm going to talk about a drug. One of the most wonderful drug. And those who know me very well by now, you guys know that I don't speak anything without I have a practical experience in it. So one day I was having a lot of pain, okay? Another interesting story I will tell you. Because you all love stories so much. So I was having a lot of pain. And everyone was telling me, take the painkiller. If the pain is so much, so high, take the painkiller. I was like, no, I cannot take painkiller because I'm a spiritualist therapist. I teach people not to take painkillers. But they are all my family members, my loved ones. They are like, you will feel better. Take a painkiller. You will feel nice. You will stop crying. There's pain, there's pain. I said, come on, I want to enjoy my pain. But I had to give up my weapons that day. So I took the painkiller. After taking the painkiller, I felt very disconnected from myself for some time. See, because when you're doing inner work, you're also a nature scientist. You're always doing some research work. Everything is research. Everything is a scientific experiment for you. Sometimes I feel all the relationships I've been in were also scientific experiments. Either they were experimenting or I was experimenting, but some experiment was going on. Thank you for those experiments. So when I felt disconnected from myself, there was no pain, obviously, the pain was gone. But I felt very bad. I was like, why did I take this painkiller? I had to listen to my family members. So next time when I had pain, I did not tell anyone. I kept it to myself, okay? It was excruciating pain. Kept it to myself and I did not take the painkiller. And I took my mala. So a lot of you who are from the outside world may not know what a mala is. It is an Indian version of rosary, you can say. But it is a very powerful device. Many people don't know the value of it because we are so programmed to not think about these things. Like in our education system, in our lifestyles, we see everything in the movies. We never see a man, a hero. Hero is chanting. Have you ever seen a movie where a hero is sitting in a corner and meditating or chanting? No. Hero is just born with some powers, which is impossible. On planet Earth, even the gods and goddesses have to worship, they have to meditate, they have to do all the work, inner work. So if Hanumanji had to chant, Hanumanji is the most powerful. If Lord Shiva chants, then how come this movie's hero is not chanting ever? Or this movie's hero, any movie's hero for that matter, never talks about God, never talks about Almighty, never says, thank you God, thank you that I met my girlfriend, or thank you God, I'm able to fight with so many goons. I'm one man army. Thank you so much for making me so able and capable that I'm able to punch 50 goons, 50 men, 50 people sent by the villain. And at the end, obviously, I'm able to destroy the villain also. Thank you, God. No, they will never say that. And we believe all this. Like I was watching one movie the other day. I was laughing. I don't know why people don't talk about these things. I was laughing. It was so hilarious. So in the movie, the hero, the main hero, is in a metro, okay? Is in a metro traveling with the heroine of the movie. And suddenly, some 50 men come inside the metro with weapons and they attack them. And first I was thinking, how can they show this in a movie? And how do people accept it? Because every time we go to the metro station, there are so many checks. So many people check it. There's a scanner over there. There's a lady who's checking everybody's bag. Without putting your stuff, your bags into the scanner, you cannot enter the metro station, right? But in the movie, anything is shown. Any crap is shown. Now they have all these weapons. They have the guns. They have the, the knives and everything. And suddenly the hero starts fighting with all these 50 goons. Okay, and he's killing them. Inside the metro, he's killing them. The metro is not stopping. The cops are not there. There is no government. There is nothing. He's just living in a parallel reality. So they should mention it in the movie, that this is a parallel reality. This does not exist in the real world. But they don't show that because they're all programming you to think that the person who's capable of doing all this, the hero, is powerful. He's bigger than God. He or she, So all these 50 goons, they will all get killed. There are people getting thrown out of the metro. The metro glass is so strong, no one can break it. The crazy part was, after this, there's more. There is one of his brother, he enters the metro in a bike. He literally enters, crashes the window and enters inside. And I was thinking to myself, like, what is this? This is a very good comedy. It's a very good comedy film because they are showing just about anything. People are not responding. It seems the metro is only created for only these people, okay? And the metro is traveling full on, okay? And the funny part is when the train stops eventually, they get down off the station. They get down from the station and they say, okay, now we have to go out and get our cars, or we have to now go to the airport. I mean, literally, after all these bikes and cars and fights, and not the cars, that would have been another crazy thing. All the fighting with the goons, the gunshots, the killing, the massacre. First of all, the heroine's makeup is still intact. Nothing is wrong with the makeup. The hero is still looking very good. His hair is done well. Nothing wrong with his looks. Not even a single drop of all the blood falls on him. And yes, they are all in a normal mood after doing all this. So I was just thinking, this is some kind of an imaginary parallel world that they have created. But the kids are watching, the people are watching, like so many 3D people are watching all this. If you are in 5D, you will find it like a big time comedy. If you're in 5D, you will not watch it until and unless you've got nothing better to do in life, or you really are guided by the divine to watch it. I mean, divine orchestration has actually led you to watch such a silly thing. And then you see that people actually worship these people and they say, oh my god, this person is my god or goddess. I'm going to go to the market. I'm going to go to the market, or nowadays you can order online, get the poster of this god, put it up in my bedroom, and just stare at it every day and feel like this god is everything I have. Guys, if you have watched this movie, you know which movie I'm talking about, then please mention. Again, I feel everyone is silent. I don't see anything happening. Are you guys listening so intently? Can you hear my voice? Am I audible? So anyway, this is just one scene of this crazy movie. Imagine I saw the whole movie. Actually, I could not watch the whole movie. After watching for some time, I was like, I don't match vibrationally to this movie. So I cannot watch it. One of my known friend was in that movie too, as an actor, but that friend is no more. So it was his daughter's birthday that day. So it could be possible that for some reason I had to be reminded about this, this whole relationship I share with them. So I was like, oh my god, why am I watching this movie today? And then by evening or by late evening, I found out that it's his daughter's birthday. The friend of mine who was also an actor in the same movie, and he passed over in the month of March. He was also the director of my first film, as I have written a film also, guys, if you don't know. I'm just telling you. Some of you might not know. I'm also a screenplay writer, and I write supernatural stuff, supernatural movies. Hopefully in future, I will come up with something interesting in the supernatural domain. Because I am not very into the fame and recognition part of it. It's okay, like we can wait when our masters say we do good stuff. Otherwise, we don't. But supernatural is something that is obviously the interest of most of us, all of us people. So this is also one more thing that you will be interested in when you are in 5D reality. You will love it, supernatural stuff. In the 5D reality, you would also be very independent financially. So some of the people who are transitioning from 3D to 4D to 5D, they know this very well, and they've told me about it. That when I was in 3D, some of them even told me that I was making a lot of money, but I was still not financially independent. I was a slave to the system. So there are different types of poverty consciousness. Some people think that only poor people are in poverty. No. Many rich people are also facing poverty. Many rich people who have houses, they have property, they are also going through poverty consciousness. But they have a very different type of poverty consciousness, which someday I will explain if I have to. So this solar plexus chakra is a very powerful chakra. It is right very close to our navel actually. And This is where the drug is stored, the sound of solar plexus. The sound of solar plexus, it is so powerful. I can actually go on and 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 on talking about it with my little experience in it. Just imagine, I have little experience in it, and still I am so awestruck and mesmerized by it. It can heal and cure diseases. So the day that I did not take the painkiller, I decided to experiment. I took my mala and I started doing jap right when the pain was very high, when it was at the peak. And after some time, my pain was gone. It was not completely gone, I could still sense it because it was coming from a spiritual attack. There are some pains that come from spiritual attacks, and how do we know it? Me as a healer, because when you show to the doctor, everything is normal. All the tests are normal. Your blood pressure is normal, your ECG will be normal. If you get an ultrasound, it will be normal. Nothing will be wrong to you. But still, you would be in a lot of pain. Those happen from spiritual attacks. So I knew it is a spiritual attack, and I did whatever my intuition was telling me. Okay, so one more thing I want to tell you, that I've been chanting the Ram sound since many years. But I was not that into it. Okay, there were lots of things I did after getting initiated, because I got initiated when I was just 10 years old. So my whole life was in front of me at that time. I had to be a teenager. I had to get spoiled. I had to go for parties. Nothing wrong in going for parties. Nothing wrong in enjoying. But company, bad company can destroy your life. And that I learned during that time. If you have bad company, if you have wrong friends, if you have all these friends who are addicted, or all these friends who are full of lust, all these friends who are narcissistic, they can ruin your life, and they will be around you because you are a good source of energy for them. So anyway, I forgive them all. Thank you so much to them also, because they again pushed me into inner work. And the same applies for all of you. If you understand what I'm saying, then do say, yes, I do understand that forgiving the narcissist actually takes the power away from them and gives it back to us. So when I was chanting the sound, my pain was gone. But another great thing happened was that when I was in pain, I was not able to do anything. I was not able to move. But once the sound healed me, the chanting healed me, I went for swimming and I did a 2-hour session that day. Can you believe it? A girl who was not able to move, a person, a lady, whatever, a woman, who was in so much pain, not able to move also, chants. I kept chanting. I did not have a timer. I kept chanting till the pain would not go. Now it took 1 hour, 1.5 hours, 2 hours. I have no recollection because I never counted it. I never said, okay, this much I have done or that much I have done. I had a long rosary of 500 beads, and I was like, I'm going to do it. And I kept doing it. The 500 would get over, then I would start all over again. And in the evening, I was swimming. Imagine, I did not take any painkiller. With medicine, what happens is that you will be depending on the medicine. Can you hear me? I went on mute for a minute. Yeah. So, when you are depending on medicines, then what happens is that next day the pain will come back again and you have to take the medicine again. But next day the pain did not come back. Okay? Even in my therapy, I do a lot of spiritual modalities. Lot of things I do. So somebody who's going through heartbreak, somebody who's going through sadness, somebody is feeling betrayed, they come to me. They leave the session, they're laughing and happy, and they're like, wow, what a great betrayal. I'm so happy that I was sad. Now I feel so nice. I feel so light. Today also that boy who was getting the counseling, he said, after the counseling was over, he said, now I feel so light. I feel so happy. Why? He was not chanting the sound, but a person who has been chanting this sound was counseling that person. So the sound gives them the confidence or the power to check their energy and say the right things to them. You're getting my point. Especially, it works wonderfully in one-on-one sessions. So, this sound is so amazing. Why am I recommending it to you? Why am I saying all this to you? It's not like I like to just tell you guys this because I am like a fanatic or something. No. On the contrary, I was a skeptic at one time. Even though I was initiated as a child, but I did question my master on multiple occasions. Like, why should I chant this sound? Because he was the one who used to tell everyone. He never told me personally. Only when he initiated me, he said that you must do it like this. But I would say there are so many gods and goddesses. I like Shiva also a lot. Why can't I do Om Namah Shivaya all the time? Why I have to say Ram, 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 Ram only? So, all the answers that came to me after that, I was very close to Shiva. I still am very close to Shiva. You know, Shiva is my family member, I feel. He's Pashupati Nath. He loves animals. He loves animals so much. His life is all about animals. So I love that part of Shiva, and I feel Shiva is always helping us out, people like us. Oh, as I'm saying this, the puppy Shantakar is literally under the table and he's popped his head out just because he wants me to go to sleep now because it's a bit late today. So this is what animals do. They love you so much. So much. Human beings cannot do it this way. I mean, they can too, but animals have just another level of loving you. So this Ram Naam drug or this chant, it is like a drug, but it is a drug which is so amazing, the best drug. It can make you so high. It can make you so high without any withdrawal symptoms, without any codependencies. You just keep doing it. You just love it so much. It's like you don't... I mean, right now I'm telling you all this. You're listening to me. You know, you're like, okay, why is she so excited about it? Because it is that powerful. It is the only chakra. All the other chakras function pretty well. But the other chakras cannot align themselves or you with the chakras. Like chakras are obviously aligned. This is one sound that can actually help the Kundalini rise up. If the Kundalini gets blocked because of the betrayals and because of all the pain and because of all the wounds, the Kundalini is blocked because, you know, it's like that fear. So a person is going for running, they run 1 kilometer, they have a lot of pain in their legs, they stop it. So Kundalini cannot rise. Why am I fumbling so much? Kundalini cannot rise after that. It will stop or it has to stop. It cannot force, going up. So Kundalini is blocked. Kundalini is blocked, then Shushmana is blocked. Shushmana is blocked, which is a nadi, not a nadi, it is actually in between. Then Ida and Pingla nadi will get blocked, which is the divine feminine and divine masculine that you keep listening. You resonate so much with it, but a lot of you don't even understand that for all twin flame star seeds, the divine masculine and divine feminine energy both is present inside of in them, like in one individual, in one person. All twin flames, all star seed twin flames, people who are into light working mode, light worker mode, all of them are trying to merge, blend in their Ida and Pingla, the energy that comes from Ida and Pingla, because once that is done, then your whole energy body will start working. Before that, it will not. So that is the power of this solar plexus sound. Now today I will tell you about it, but you will not do it, or you will do it. Then you will have your own experience to talk about. I can give you the medicine, I can tell you the trick. I can give you the, yes, this works, because I'm not saying it just like that. But then doing it or not doing it is completely up to you. But this is definitely something that only God gives to those people who are very blessed. This is also one more thing I feel. Without grace, you will not be drawn to it. So I am just being the medium, the bridge in between today. I'm just doing my duty as a soul. It's not the duty of my physical identity. It's the duty of my soul to give it to people who are on a platform. If they take it, if they vibrationally match with it, they will take it. If not, they will not. Simple. We don't force anyone. It's all about grace. It's who has got the grace of God, of Source, of Almighty. They will be very drawn to it and they will be very attracted to it. And this sound is so powerful and so interesting that again, lots of things happen because of it. In the 5D reality, actually you can grow into 5D reality because of it. Then whatever happens in 3D, you don't care. Because inside you, so many things are happening. And even if pain comes, even if problem comes, a challenge comes, some hardship comes, you're looking forward to it. You're like, okay, something new is gonna come up. It might sound strange to you right now that why would someone want to look for pain or want pain? But yeah, that's what it is. It makes you so strong and so bold and so courageous that you know that if there is a pain, body, pain, painful thing, painful situation, painful event, then this sound can fix it. And this sound will also show me the truth behind it. It will show me why was I getting so scared with it, of it. It will introduce me to the truth, and the truth will set you free. So on this wonderful, truthful note, I'm going to close this particular session, and I will see you soon in another one. One love, peace out, and Jai Shri Ram. Jai Jai Ram. Ram Ram.